Vito, what we doing with Doc Rich? What's this?
This is Black Voters Exodus, leaving the Democratic Party behind because more and more people starting to realize the Democratic Party is not for them.
All right. Well, you saw we did a critique of it last week. I think we did a pretty in-depth one.
This is actually giving you reasons why they're walking away. So that's why I wanted you to
Oh,
see
okay.
this.
Okay.
You wanted real, legit reasons of why the Democratic Party is
Okay.
shedding voters. I think these people give you a clear picture of why they're no longer voting Democrat.
Let's see what we got.
So go ahead, hit that play button. Let's get this rolling.
Welcome back to the show. It seems like more and more every single day, more black people are opening their eyes and realizing that the Democrat Party is really no good. And they never have been good. I mean, since the very beginning, they've always been the people that have been against us, even still to this day. Now, they may put on a front and, try to, put lipstick on a pig, right? But more and more people are actually seeing the truth now. And it's a beautiful thing to see. With that being said, well, let's dive in.
Please help me understand Democrats, black Democrats out there. I'm talking to you. See, many of you, perhaps even most of you, constantly like to talk about the racist history of America and how terrible that history was. It's a history that has a lasting impact, you say. It affects us even today. So rather than to embrace forgiveness, you all continually push to remind the world of America's racist history. That seems to be the logic. Never let whites off the hook. But then, how is it that you continue to vote for the Democratic Party, who by all historical accounts were the major purveyors of this history that you can't seem to forgive or get over? It was the Democrats who defended slavery, who formed the Ku Klux Klan and voted against any actions being brought against Klan-led violence. It was the Democrats who imposed segregation, who were against the Civil Rights Act, and it was the Democrats who were responsible for most of, if not all of the lynchings of blacks. Somehow you seem to have forgiven and forgotten when it comes to Democrats. Yet you still press the issue of America's racist past, all while having your eyes glaze right over when reminded of the Democrats and that dirty detail of the past.
My bad.
Has he said anything wrong?
I hear what he be saying. Hear what he be saying. Jeez. I hear what he's saying. Sorry guys, I was stuffing my face. My bad. Let me get my stuff together. In regards to that, I see all the time when we're comparing the Democrat and Republican Party. I see all the time like the mainstream news sources, like whether it's CNN, MSNBC, even excuse me, Fox. Everybody always wants to go back to the example of Lyndon B. Johnson. And, Lyndon B. Johnson signed the Civil Rights Act. I'm like, okay, yes. But if you would go on the internet and if you would search up what Lyndon B. Johnson called the Civil Rights Act, it'll make you think a different way.
He felt like he was actually continuing enslavement by signing that.
And what he said after he signed it.
Yeah.
So to me, yes, Lyndon B. Johnson put his signature on the Civil Rights Act. But unless I'm comprehending history incorrectly, to me, it seems like the main reason why Lyndon B. Johnson signed it was to get a political win. And at this time, Dr. King was like, yo, if you don't sign this, this is going to keep happening. So, like, if you want the riots and everything to stop in the streets and all the protesting, sign the bill. So, to me, Lyndon B. Johnson didn't really vibe with black people. He just signed it for the political win. That's how I'm comprehending it.
That's exactly what it was.
If somebody else wants to comprehend it differently, that's your business. I can't control how you perceive something. But if someone is just saying, oh, I'm going to just sign this so they'll shut up, to me that you don't really vibe with that population of people. You don't vibe with it.
You were just, like you said, getting the political
You
win.
you just wanted the political win, so I can understand that.
Because he said, what did he say? I'm going to have those N-words voting for me for the
Exactly.
next 200 years.
For like the next 200 years. Oh my goodness.
You good, dude?
Oh gosh. I'm like Porzingis.
Breathe.
I got that KP. Woo.
We're not going to worry about that no more.
True. It's true. But let's get back into this.
What I'm saying, him specifically, what he said, he wasn't wrong.
Who, Lyndon B. Johnson?
No, what he
This
said.
guy?
Yeah.
So, no, I see.
People always want to bring up the racist history past of the America, but as soon as you argue that the Democrats are the ones defending it, all of a sudden they want to change the conversation. Not just black people, Democrats in general.
No, that's true.
The Democrats were the ones that created the Ku Klux Klan, as he said. Were the ones that were filibustering to try to stop the Civil Rights Act all the way through.
This is why when I see conversations like this, I like to bring up the Lyndon B. Johnson example, because I want to see people have their breaking point of what they're willing to deal with. Mm-hmm. So you know how some people are like, "Oh, no, I want complete freedom," but then you got some people who are like, "Well, as long as I'm getting this, I'm okay." They just want a piece of the pie.
That, and people like to say, well, the party flipped. They never flipped.
I do see that argument too, that
They've
the
never
political
flipped, yeah.
parties flipped.
Never happened.
I would need to see more
Never happened.
information about what you mean by they flipped.
Exactly.
So
That's just what they try to throw out there to make it look like the Republicans or the Democrats of old, which, no, they're not.
because don't get me wrong, I mean, there's a lot of people of color who are registered Democrats. Like, I mean, you got Obama, you got AOC,
Mm-hmm.
you got you got Harris, you got Hakeem Jeffries. I know I'm missing a whole bunch. You got
All of which are being roasted right now for their actions.
that's true too.
Hakeem Jeffries, you see him doing the touching up on the photos. He was doing Photoshop to make himself look skinnier and stronger.
Oh, hey, you know how us men gotta be prideful and shit.
Not in this day and age, people can break that down
That
and
has
see it.
gone
True.
underground. That it hides in the shadows. It's no longer out in the open. You just have to have faith that it's there. Okay. If that's the case, could it be that the same racism that you believe is hiding right within the party that you vote for every single election?
Bingo.
By definition, racism is one race thinking that it's superior to another.
Here we go. Listen.
Now, preferential treatment is given to those that white Democrats think of as being incapable of competing with them on a level playing field. So if white Democrats think that they have a superior ability over blacks when it comes to getting something as simple as an ID to vote, then that's racist by definition. If a white Democrat thinks that blacks need lower standards than whites to get into college or to get a job, then that's racist by definition. If a white Democrat thinks that they have to help you with every little thing that you do or any little misstep that you've had because they hold you to a lower standard and have lower expectations of you, then they do not think of you as being at the same level as they are. That is them thinking that they're superior to you, and that is the very definition of the word racism.
Exactly.
So, to my Democrat black Americans, please consider this. Consider that racist boogeyman that you say is lurking in the darkness, consider that you are the ones in the dark sleeping with that enemy. You've been in bed with this brand of racism for a long time. It's a brand of racism so far underground that it's used your own hypersensitivity towards racism against you. It's used that same hypersensitivity about racism to convince you that everyone else is racist but them. That they are to be trusted, forgiven, defended, and voted for, and meanwhile, those who want to treat you equally or simply by the content of your character instead of your skin color, that those are the racists. Thomas Sowell may have put it best when he said, when people get used to preferential treatment, equal treatment seems like discrimination. The Democrats have been offering you preferential treatment for over 4 decades in exchange for your votes. Since then, everything has gotten worse. Yet you still forgive and still forget. Perhaps it's time to walk away.
You want to know why everybody got a price?
Yeah.
That's what it is. That's human nature.
Well, it's not even that. It's the Democrats keep saying they're giving you free stuff, and not you don't realize what you're actually paying for to get that free stuff.
I see what you mean on that. I see what you mean.
I mean, you're actually got the point where people refuse to step up because they're afraid of what they're going to lose in the benefits if they get a better job or move up in society. Because they're afraid of losing that free handout that's not free.
Nah, I feel you.
Right down to them putting soda and candy and garbage on the food stamps. So they have you living a certain way,
Yeah.
being a certain way where you don't ever want to be better yourself.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And to me, I don't even put that as just like, I don't even want to put that as like a skin color thing. To me, it's just when I see that, I'm just like, you just got a lot. Like, I've seen it between Hispanic, I've seen it between black, white, you just got some people who are lazy as hell, man.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah.
That's why
Like-
I'm very, very for having the work requirement to be able to get these benefits now.
Like, some people don't want to work.
No,
They don't. And I'm like, you just don't want to do nothing?
but you've had a political party tell them for their entire lives, you don't have to work, we're going to take care of you.
Exactly.
I see what you mean. But guys,
So what happens when that runs out?
burn it down. In regards to your question, I'm battling like allergies or a little head cold, but I'm good. I'm good.
I'm doing all right.
I think I'm just dried out.
Just a little tired, but we're good.
I hope everybody in the chat, in the stream right now, I hope everybody's I hope everybody's healthy. If I sound congested, I apologize. Mother Nature can't keep up her mind with the freaking weather.
And don't worry, we will be getting to music today.
Yes, don't worry.
Walk away from the party that's been working overtime to conceal its racist past and present. Walk away from those who do not consider you to be competent enough to compete with them. Perhaps it's time to consider another option. Perhaps it's time to consider culture.
Well said. I mean, that was absolutely beautifully said. Shout out
Yeah.
to that brother right
He
there.
did
man.
say that very nicely.
Shout out to him.
Yeah.
You know, the Democrat Party is 1,000% racist, and he touched on it right in that video. If you think that I need your help simply because of the color of my skin, if you think that I'm not capable of figuring out how to get an ID, or I don't have an ID, or I can't afford an ID simply because of the color of my skin, you're racist. It's that simple. You think less of me simply because of the color of my skin. You think you're better than me because of the color of my skin. Republicans are just like, no, we about to treat everybody equally. We don't care who you are, white, black, blue, purple, or where you're from. If you're an American, we're gonna treat you equally. Simple. Democrats, oh no, we got to do this, we got to do that, we got to hold their hand, we got to coddle them. You know, what? I don't need your help. What makes you think that I need you? Man,
Hope you get better,
It's
burn it
time.
down.
No, for
Walk
real. I hope
away.
if you're sick, I hope
I
you get
fever
better.
what that brother
Come
said
down.
right
You
there,
know,
man.
fever
That
real
was
good.
beautiful. That was absolutely beautiful. But there's more.
If you ask me,
Changing the weather, yeah.
I'll resort to what Ralphie May said. Rest in peace, Ralphie May. I don't think the real battle is black versus white. I think the real battle is rich versus poor. Because to me, I don't think rich white people like poor white people. And I don't think rich black people like poor black people. Because
Rich people just don't like poor people.
yeah, rich people just don't like poor.
What was it? Bloomberg said that we should tax the poor, because we should take their money from them because they don't know how to spend it.
Like that's what
That's
like
insane.
Yeah,
You think
that's
people
what he said while he was mayor of New York?
like to me? You think people in impoverished? I mean, some people really probably. There's probably some people with the belief because they've been conditioned that way.
But no, that's the point. That's the whole point of the Democratic Party promoting welfare, to keep you poor.
Man,
The whole system of welfare is designed to keep you poor, when it's supposed to be to give you a leg up to get ahead.
It's a form of control.
Exactly.
oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I mean, and I think at the end of the day, we're all victims of it. Like we
That's
all.
why I refuse to get it, because when I was living by myself, they're like, "Oh, you could get help with your lights. You could get help with this and that." I'm like, "No, thank you. If I'm scraping by, I'm fine.
Mm-hmm.
I'm fine. I'm not doing any of that, because there's actually people that do need help.
There's
That
people
system,
that actually do need help.
that
and get denied.
system is meant for to help the person that they don't have a job, and to get them on their feet. And then when
Facts.
they're on their feet, they let that go.
So we've said this before. For people that have been on it forever, to step up, it should be a gradual off. You can't just, once you hit this limit, all of a sudden it's all gone. You need to supplement it slowly off
Exactly.
as they get higher.
Yep.
You see what I mean?
I see what you mean.
Yeah.
Okay.
Obviously, once you hit a certain point, you clearly don't need it no more.
Like, don't get me
Exactly.
wrong. There's some people who dead broke who need help, man.
That's what I'm saying.
Like men, women, black, white, whatever it is. Some people need help out here. And then some of you all are just, like I said,
Money
I'm not
hungry.
hating on you. Some people just lazy.
Yeah. Why do you think they're fighting so hard about the fact that they have to work 80 hours a month now? People are pissed off. 20 hours a week ain't nothing.
It really, like,
Literally,
I do that.
20 hours a week
20
is
hours a week
nothing.
ain't bad. It's not.
I mean, if there's something going on with you that you can't work for a good reason, then that's when you get disability.
If you are an able-bodied person, which means you're able to get up, move around, and actually pick the things up, it don't take much to stand at a cash register and scan shit.
Look, what was the argument that I made a couple months ago, Vito, about cashing the cashier position? I've said it time and time again. It kind of relates to it.
Entry-level position.
When everybody,
Yeah.
I want to be a boss now. Okay, who cashing people out the register?
Yeah. Sometimes you need to be a cashier.
Who's gonna cash people? Because man, I tell you nowadays, when you at Walmart, man, them cashier lines be empty. Everybody just goes through the self-checkout.
Yeah, and how many people are standing there waiting for someone to come check on them at the self-checkout because something scanned wrong?
Wait, hold on.
What's up?
So
She does that.
Wait. Shh. Okay. There's a reason why I like self-checkout. For one,
Okay.
they don't rescan, because sometimes I have bad luck with cashiers scanning things twice for some freaking reason. Okay. All right. That's one of the reasons. Okay. Reason number 2. I like bagging my stuff.
Lid don't like people.
Don't get me wrong.
Say that.
Don't get me wrong, Liz. I'm with you.
Like people.
I do use
What the fuck is wrong with you?
the
Sometimes,
self.
when you only got a few items,
Yeah, I go through it. But the reason why I think it's like a big thing now, I remember growing up as a kid, the lines used to be stacked, man. Now I'm like, damn, is the pandemic times back? Like, what are we doing? Like, the other day when I was at Walmart, bro, the employees were walking around. Nobody was at the register.
no.
And I'm like,
There's one person watching.
I'm not
15
about to be
people.
the guy to go, hey, cash me. I'm like, I got 5 items. I'm gonna just go to I ain't about to be that guy right now. I'm just trying to go home. But like, no one's at the registers.
Not anymore.
No one
It's all
is.
becoming automated.
Oh,
The
Brennan
gig
Down
is
said
up.
knock knock.
It's
Who's there?
Who's there?
yeah. Who's there?
Oh, this lady's funny.
Beautiful. But there's more.
Oh boy.
the gig is up. It's up. Black Democrats, aren't you exhausted? You're not tired yet?
She got dolled up
The
for
fact
this.
that you had Hakeem Jeffries standing behind a podium for about 7 hours, holding up people's time, stalling to prevent a bill that passed. To do what? Not a thing. Aren't you exhausted?
Femi Wade.
Let me tell all you silent generation baby boomers.
Yo, burn it down. You trying to get Vito going over here.
That was good.
You should.
That was good.
You guys better come up with a new narrative real quick.
Did not
You
expect
throwing
that.
these black, incompetent Democratic politicians in
Femi
front of
Wade
the podium, spewing that hoo-gaga is no longer working. Can't you tell? And just because you change your dialect to sound like a southern black preacher, you insert a Bible scripture in some of Martin Luther King's I Had a Dream speech, isn't gonna work.
Yo, everybody want to quote MLK.
Yeah.
Everybody always.
Yeah.
That's one reason why. When I see people, everybody
I said Femi
wants
Wade who?
to
I
quote.
said it.
Everybody wants to quote Dr. King, and I'm like, I know Dr. King's up there in heaven, like, y'all ain't got nothing of your own.
And most of the time they misquote him. They don't even
They
quote him
do.
properly. As soon as you bring up, didn't he say content of character, not by color of his skin? No, we ain't talking about that. Just he has a
Man.
dream. What was his dream? No, I'm not going that far.
Everybody want to quote Dr. King, man.
We all don't know anymore.
Civil rights moving every February. I
I
promise.
like that. I like that.
Children. These children want to make money. You understand? They're not concerned about Section 8, Medicaid, and how they're going to get food stamps. They want to make bread. As we all know, the Democratic Party has thrived with the backs of people being dependent upon them. This new generation of kids, it ain't working for them. This new generation of children, this new generation, they're TikTokers, they're streamers, they're YouTubers, making billions of dollars, living the actual American dream. Adaptation is a part of life. So you black Democrats in the Democratic Party, you better come up with a brand new rhetoric, because before you know it, all you Democratic politicians will be living off the same system you so desperately love, because your party will be extinct. Good luck with that.
Damn.
She was
She
animated.
said that with her whole chest, bro.
Hey, she's correct. She is correct. A lot of these young folks, man, they're seeing other people because with the advent of social media, now there is a negative that comes with social media as well, but one of the positives that comes with it is people can see how other folks are living around the world, right? And when you see somebody that's your same age or around your same age that's living the life that you dream of, you like, man, I need to hustle. I need to go get to that. I ain't trying to sit on this Democrat plantation and be a victim all day, every day. I want to get to that type of life. And it sounds like her kids, have embraced that and are striving to get there. She said, hey, they want to make some money. Hey, listen, I ain't mad about that. I am not mad about that. But yeah, the Democrat Party is going to become extinct. Because like I said, more and more people are waking up and realizing, hold on, we've been voting for y'all for 60 years. What has changed? What exactly has changed? Nothing. The same things black folks were complaining about back then is the same thing that these black folks that still vote Democrat complain about today. And you still vote the exact same way. Why do you keep voting for these folks? And a lot of people are...
Oh, Creole!
Hey, Creole!
What up, Creole?
We can't keep voting for these same folks. And honestly, when you really stop and just think about it, it doesn't make sense. Telling a party that you're only going to vote for them, you'll never vote for the other side, and you're only going to ever vote for them.
Much love, Creole.
You're just not going to
Enjoy
vote. You're
your
not going to go
brunch.
vote for the other side. Where's the incentive for them to do anything for you? You're just stuck in no man's land, right? Because you've told this other party, well, I ain't ever voted for you. And you've told this party, I'm going to always vote for you. Where's the advantage in that? There is no advantage with that type of stance. There is not one. There isn't one. And that's why you see Democrat politicians always do the whole, we're going to hold your hand. We're going to give you this. We're going to promise you that. Here's this. Here's that. Because they make you dependent upon them.
Yep.
Simple. If you teach a man how to fish, he can fish on his own. But if you give him one, he's always going to come back to you. And they would rather just try to give people the fish rather than teaching people how to fish on their own because they're worried that they won't ever come back. And that's a fact.
To depopulate the black community. If Donald Trump was truly racist, One thing's for sure, the media does. They're a big one on the Donald Trump propaganda. It's like everything that we learn from the media, once you do your own research, you end up finding out the opposite. Let's start out with the biggest lie. He's a racist. Okay, well, he was one of the biggest supporters to contribute to Jesse Jackson's presidency run in the 90s. Why would a racist man help a black man run for president? Questions that need answers, but let's get into another thing. You know who is racist? Margaret Sanger, the founder of Planned Parenthood. She literally founded the organization for the purpose of ethnic cleansing. It was never about health. It was never about women's rights. It was never about freedom of choice. It was about killing black babies to depopulate the black community. If Donald Trump was truly racist, wouldn't he want to help Planned Parenthood, continue funding Planned Parenthood, or even increase funding for Planned Parenthood?
Exactly.
No, he was one of the main ones that wanted to defund Planned Parenthood. Maybe because he cares about black life. These abortion clinics that are planted into our neighborhoods do nothing but cause destruction to our women, to our family, and to our black communities overall. Now that leads me to mention women's rights and reproductive health. So many people have placed full blame on Donald Trump for the abortion ban. A lot of people don't know that he has said plenty of times that he is in full favor of abortion when it comes to the danger of the mother's life. The media won't show you that though. The media won't tell you anything about that because they want to paint Donald Trump as a heartless villain. Moving along in regards to women's rights, he signed an executive order protecting women in sports from competing with biological men who claim to be women. He also signed an executive order banning biological men from using the same restrooms as women and girls. Personally, I have a daughter and I don't want her competing with boys in sports. I mean, because it's unfair and it's unsafe. And when we're out in public, I don't want my daughter to be in a restroom with a grown man while she's in the stall handling her business. And it's sickening to know that that's what the Democrats wanted. Donald Trump got into that office and said, absolutely not. On to the next claim. He's a loose cannon and he's going to start a war. The war between Russia and Ukraine has been going on since 2014. And just recently, in the last 3 or 4 years, the war has gotten worse and many lives have been lost. Under the Biden administration, billions of our tax dollars was used to fund this losing battle. President T got into that office and not even 2 months in, he was able to mediate a ceasefire. Moving on to the next claim. He's a liar and he's corrupt. How was he corrupt when 1 month in he was able to discover billions of our tax dollars being wastefully spent? Hello, he's exposing the corruption. Millions of our tax dollars have been used to fund LGBTQ plus initiatives in foreign countries. Did you know that your tax dollars were going to that? Because I didn't. I'm pretty sure that there are more claims to debunk, but I just want to mention one last one. Donald Trump doesn't care about the middle class. He only cares about his billionaire friends, right? How is that when he's proposing no taxes on people who make less than $150,000 a year? So I'm going to just end this off by saying thank you, Donald Trump, for your efforts. Thank you for stepping up. Thank you for going against the grain for the safety, protection, and well-being of the American people. A lot of us appreciate you.
Facts.
She was on point.
On point throughout the whole time.
Vito and
Yes,
Liz were
yes.
locked in, bro.
That chick
Yes.
was straight on point.
Yeah.
You only feel that way,
Back
burnt
to
down, because
back.
the media tries to make it seem like that the black people are under attack.
She
in this
did
country
her
when they're
research, dude. She did her research.
not. Ian, do you feel like you're more a threat when you're walking down the street now than you did 40 years ago? Not you personally, but because during Jim Crow era is when you actually saw black people being dragged through the streets.
I tell people all the time, if I was born in slavery, if I was born during slave time, or if I was born to segregation, I wouldn't have lived long. Because somebody would have spit on me and we would have gone, you're not going to spit on me, no. But
you know what I mean?
I mean,
The media tries to make it feel like right now that again, it's not black versus white. That's what they want you to
I think it's rich versus poor.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's what I honestly think, because, the only, okay, I don't know if this is on topic or not, but if you're talking about Democrats, if you're talking about racism, I mean, the issue that I have is at least here, I can only speak for America, because I've lived in the United States my entire life. I've never traveled out the United States, so I can only speak as much as to a limitation. I get that the black community wants to say, oh, the white man did us wrong. I get it. Slavery was messed up. Okay? Segregation was messed up. Yes, black people have a history of being treated incorrectly in the United States. However, okay, nobody wants to talk about what's still happening in Africa. So that's the thing that gets me. We want to say, oh, the white man did this to slavery. I'm like, they're not Marines who snuck across the ocean to Africa and to steal black people and bring them back to the United States. Our African ancestors sold us out.
There was a bunch of tribes that were conquering. There was more black people selling black people than anything else.
Now, my whole thing, like the more I see documentaries, like when Kanye was on his whole rant, oh, the Jewish this, the Jewish that, I'm like, bro, name somebody who didn't have a hand in the slave trade.
Yeah.
Black people were enslaved their own people. Okay? Egypt had slaves. America had slaves.
Yep.
Everybody had fucking slaves.
Yep.
There's still slavery going on in Europe.
At one
today.
point, humans were just currency.
Yeah. Well, in some parts of the world, they still are.
They still are. And that
yeah.
does not that's not me saying, oh, Ian's condoning slavery. No, slavery is wrong in all forms. I don't like slavery. I don't like segregation. I'm not for mistreating anybody wrong on the basis of skin color.
Well,
I think that's messed up.
Well, look at Biden's open border policy has put more children in sex slavery than at any other time in history.
Yo, that sex slave and sex trafficking shit is
legit.
freaking. I saw a thing. I know this is off topic, but I saw a thing.
No,
like,
it's part of slavery.
I don't know if it's. I don't know how accurate it was, but it was the dude. I think he's a military personnel. You showed me. I forget his name. The one who complained about Kamala Harris doing a photo op. Oh, I forget his name.
There's been a couple times.
He's a military guy though.
Not Officer Tatum.
No, it's not Officer Tatum. He was like, I think he was in the Marine. No, was he the Marine? I forget his name, but he was talking about like sex trafficking. The majority of it happens in the United States.
James O'Keefe or something?
No, it's not James O'Keefe.
Sean Ryan?
Maybe it's Sean Ryan.
Because I know he's done stuff like that. It was a while ago. There's
But
been a bunch of different
I'm
things.
like, damn, the majority of this shit happens. It was like the pinpoint markers. The way they try, like, they have people who go like underground and pretend to be pedophiles so they can catch these motherfuckers.
Yeah.
I can't imagine, like, you got a fake liking child pornography.
Sound of Freedom is a
Sound of Freedom.
great
Yeah,
movie
you
watch.
have to fake being
What's his
like.
name? The real the guy that went through it.
I can't remember his name right now.
Do you know where you
Tim-
have to go
Tim
mentally
Something, yeah.
to like fake liking child pornography so
'Cause
you can catch these motherfuckers?
he had to do that, kind of. Like,
That's crazy. I couldn't do it.
no,
You have to pretend to like it
Yeah.
in order to catch them.
I can't.
I couldn't do
never
that.
see- I could never
I
see
couldn't do
myself
it. But sorry guys.
brave for the people that
Yeah.
go through that and they gotta look at the videos and
Oh my god, it's crazy.
It was the Democrats that wanted the open border policy, and it made it worse in this country.
But to answer your initial question, do I feel like I'm under threat?
Because Burn It Down says it looks like he seems like
Yeah,
more black people are
so
being under
to
attack.
me, personally, I can't right now say that I feel like I'm under threat, but then I'm not going to take that feeling away from somebody else. I've only lived on the East Coast of the United States. I can't speak for the South, the Midwest, on the West Coast. I do think mentally sometimes I am under threat because the way like misinformation is spread on like a freaking half hour not a minute basis.
Yeah.
I think humanity's in trouble. I think the way we treat each other
Yeah.
is just regardless of, homophobia, race, whatever. I think we just all treat each other like shit. There's no respect anymore. There's no civility. Everybody's just worried about getting the upper hand on somebody
It
else.
seems to
Well,
be
people-
rare these days.
Yeah.
people are not willing to take time to understand people.
No one even
each
says
other,
please and thank you
know?
anymore.
Very rarely.
Right.
No one has manners anymore.
Yeah.
Everyone just likes to go on the internet and talk shit.
Yep.
Yep.
And it's getting to the point now where people think they can get away with what they say online to somebody's face.
Yeah,
And then when they find out you can't do that, they're the victim.
That's why you get these people who are like, you shouldn't be allowed to say anything bad on the internet. I'm like, nah. I'm fine with you being whatever crap you want to say on the internet. If it's racist, I'm fine with it. But just know there's consequences when you go in public in front of people.
Yeah.
Don't play stupid games on the internet and get mad when you see your consequences in real life. So if you want to play these dumb games online, that's okay. All right, say whatever hateful crap you want. You know, I don't condone violence. Some things end with the consequences of an ass whooping.
Yeah, I remember Japan's consent of age was 16.
So,
actually, I think it was actually 14 at one point.
But let's finish this up so you guys can get some music.
We're almost done with this.
We definitely do. Shout out Uncle Trump, man. Shout out to Uncle Trump. Doing the gosh darn thing, man. Doing the gosh darn thing, you know? Even though mainstream media and these so-called black leaders, I don't know who they leading or what they leading, but, you know, that's what they call them, right? Talking about, oh, Trump racist, Trump hate this, Trump hate that. Nonsense. Meanwhile, they're constantly pushing for abortions while black women, and that's what I was looking up during that clip, black women get the most abortions. If you truly love black people, would you be advocating for abortions knowing that black women get the most? Black women out of the entire population of the U.S. Account for almost 50% of the abortions that happen in America.
Oh, shit.
Black people as a whole, we're what, 12% of the population? 11% of the population? So black women are what, 6%? 6% of the population.
That's insane.
Put that into perspective.
That's
6%
insane.
of the population accounts for 50% of the babies that are murdered every year. Tell me the Democrats didn't make that a target to the black community. Why is it that 6%?
I would like to go even further detail. If you're saying 50% of the, he said 50%
of all abortions are done by black women.
Yeah. I would like to. If you could separate it into 5 different categories, I would like to know the reasons why they're getting them.
A lot of them are doing it for contraception.
So
they're using it as contraception. Very few are actually medically done. It's like less than 3% of all abortions are done because it was a medical issue. Like, most abortions are done because they're done as contraception.
I've known all the females that I've known that did abortion. It was because they weren't ready to have a kid.
Yeah.
Because they already have enough kids. It was just those were the reasons. Not because they couldn't have a child because it was going to harm them because of whatever situation.
Because they just didn't want it?
It's just because they weren't ready to have a child.
Let's be real, you're never really ready to have a child.
Yeah, you're never ready to, but you know what I mean.
Yeah, I know
like,
what you mean. Yeah.
They can't afford it.
Honestly,
so then don't have sex if you want to be.
When it comes to abortion now, I'm to the point where, like, you know, life got choices. That's honestly my answer to the abortion whole conversation. Life, you got choices. You got to make it.
It's for 50% of the abortions, almost 50%. It's like 40. It's like 43 or something. Where was that?
Still way too high.
No, it's. I ain't gonna lie to you. It's high.
42%.
It's high as hell.
They found a way of how to kill
6% of the population
without seeing blood.
42% of the abortions.
You know what I'm saying?
Insane.
If you truly love black people, would you be advocating for abortions knowing that statistic? I don't think so. Advocating for the extermination of a race. I don't think you'd be advocating for that if you truly cared about black people. Just saying. Democrats are still using the same old, or doing the same old things that they used to do.
I will say
that,
like the idea of ethnic cleansing,
they're just wrapping it in a different packaging.
Like, hurts my stomach.
Just saying, they didn't like black people back
like
then.
Ethnic, like, you trying to ethnically clean something? Like, that's crazy.
The creator of Planned Parenthood, that's what she wanted to do.
That's crazy, man.
She's on, Margaret Sanger's on record saying she wanted to purge black people from the earth. She specifically put Planned Parenthoods in black neighborhoods to entice black people to murder their own children.
Yo, if you like, that's crazy.
Killing the population of black people. That's what they're doing. Freaking.
I agree with you.
It's
I agree
insane.
with you. We don't see each other as people.
You're really right on there, Reedy.
I think it's come to the point we've been conditioned we've been conditioned to see each other as enemies, and it's not supposed to be that way.
Exterminated some black folks. They don't like black people today. They use us as pawns, and hey, they can exterminate us, but they can't do it the way that they used to. So let's hand them the extermination. Let them do it themselves. But let's package it a different way. Let's say it's women's rights. It's your right to exterminate yourself.
Manipulation of the mind.
We see through the smoke screen around here, baby. Next clip.
Donald Trump is a juggernaut. He's a juggernaut. He is a bull in the china shop. All right. If it ain't America first, he tearing that shit up. And I gotta say, I love this shit. Donald Trump is like Mike Allstott. He is like Warren Sapp. He's like Chidi Ahuntu. Like this he won't stop. This nigga man, what the Donald Trump is a savage. If you ain't part of his crew, if you ain't American, he is just going through. And I must say, I really like this shit. I'm liking what I'm seeing. And you know what's really cool is that I think he's starting to realize that it's these donors. Fuck these special interest groups. Wait, America got my back? That's all that matters? Oh, man, watch this. That's it. He's like, man,
That
wait,
right
the
there
American people got my back.
is why Trump's getting away with a lot of these deportations and everything else. Because Americans want the deportations to continue. 83% of Americans are supportive of the ICE raids and the deportations that are going on right now. When 80% of the country is behind what you're doing, you have no incentive to stop. The Democrats are on the 20% on the issue of the 20%.
I see what you mean.
It's not just 80% of Republicans. I'm talking about 80% of all Americans are happy about the deportations. That's Democrats included. It's not just one political party that's pushing all of this.
I see what you mean. Okay. That's a hard number to argue.
So if you have 80% of Americans backing you in your decisions, doesn't that kind of mean that the people are behind what you're doing?
I see what you mean.
You don't need to have the big interest groups and the money donors. You don't have to listen to them.
It's a difficult number to ignore.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a difficult number.
Just like the 39% that we did in our video last week.
Oh, yeah. I know what you're talking about.
64% of Americans hate this country.
Yeah,
Or Democrats, sorry. 64% of Democrats hate this country.
That's it, yeah.
Where 92% of Republicans love it.
Yeah, nah, I feel you.
Yeah, we got his back. We have his back 1,000%. And we have his back even more than ever. Because as we saw in this past election, all they did was Trump bad, Trump terrible. And that's even still all they do, right, on mainstream media. And when you talk to some folks, right, especially the older crowd, not all, but the older generations are typically into this. And I think that's due to, not being as into, alternative sources of information or news, like right here on YouTube or other sources as well. They typically watch cable television news, right? The CNNs, the MSDNCs, the NBCs, and all they're getting is this constant stream of Trump bad, Trump terrible,
exactly.
Trump this, Trump that, it's just all Trump bad. And so you talk to them and they're like, Trump's crazy, man. Trump's a terrible person. And it's like, wait, what are you talking about? What you talking about, bro? Trump did what? No, that's bogus. Hey, look. Here's what he actually said. Trump didn't actually say the country's going to be a bloodbath, right? This is what he actually said. Trump didn't actually tell.
How many times has that happened?
Riot in the
where they kept saying Trump would say something, then you actually watched it 30 seconds past what they showed you, and you're like, oh, that's what he actually said.
Bro, I hate, bro, whether it's politics, whether it's sports, whether it's music, I become part, like, I hate clips. I don't like clips anymore. I need the full, like,
You got to. But
I need the full
but
context
the
of something.
thing now in these days, people are too busy to actually do their research.
Yeah, that's true.
To find out what really happened or what Trump really said.
Well, there was also a bunch of faith that we used to put into these legacy medias. We used to actually trust them that what they were telling us was actually the truth.
True.
Yeah,
no,
because that's what they're there for, to do their research and to put it out for us to see it. But now they pick and choose, and they could lie about it too.
Well, that's because it's all opinion now. None of it's actually fact based.
Yeah,
it's how they feel, and they're trying to make you feel.
And then they have their certain wordings.
Everybody got a narrative that they want to run with.
You know what I mean, right?
Oh yeah.
When they use a certain wording.
Oh, like when they try to say someone's a white nationalist, but they say, well, he's white, right? He's for nationalism, right? So he's a white nationalist.
Man,
it's things like that
it just drives me crazy, man.
Just because he's a white dude that's for nationalism doesn't mean he's about white nationalism. It means he's about his own country. Mm-hmm. He's a nationalist for his country.
Yep.
You see the difference?
Yep.
I do see the difference.
They do a lot of stuff like that.
But that's media does that a lot with twisting the words around to make you think a certain way.
Yep.
Man.
Capital. This is
exactly
what
burn it down. Yep.
He said, "Go peacefully and patriotically make your voices heard." Remember they were saying that on mainstream media. Oh, Trump told these people.
Yep.
No, he didn't. Because they never showed his speech. They could have easily showed a speech. But they didn't. Didn't want to air that. Didn't want to show up for that. But it's interesting how they showed up to Butler, Pennsylvania. You know, when Trump was hitting the ear. It's interesting how they showed up there. And
why was that?
They said that they even came with slow motion kids.
Why was that the only speech that they showed up to and was going to air?
I just
CNN,
think it's
right? You talking about CNN?
I just think it's
ABC.
still wild that
that's crazy.
I still think it's wild that 20-year-old just got up on the roof.
How?
You mean to tell me that they didn't see it, right?
Flew a drone hours before.
That's kind of crazy.
And that's low enough.
Like that whole section of the area wasn't even
low enough for people
secure.
to see.
Like, bro, we got the
low enough.
Yeah.
We got the president
That's
out
insane.
here. We got a candidate out here. We don't got little Jimmy from across the street. Like,
nah, he's good. Send him out.
Yeah. It's just little Jimmy from across the street. He all right.
He's just watching from the roof. He's
Yeah.
good. That's just a scope he needs to see.
He likes to be right there, man.
That's just a special way to have a camera.
Yo.
Cameras. Quite interesting how that
is kind of crazy.
You know, I'm no conspiracy theorist. I'm not going to get into the conspiracy theories because conspiracy theorists are always proven wrong, right? I'm being sarcastic, of course. I'm joking. We're always proven correct. Anyway.
Yeah, how many times have they said a conspiracy theory
or
or something, and then 3 weeks later you found out everything they were saying was conspiracy theory was what actually happened?
Yep.
Don't make me think. Don't make me think, Vito. You get.
That's why you need the full context.
Yes, yeah. You got to have all the information.
Beautiful thing to see. More and more on a daily basis, people are waking up. And it is in part due to the Democrat Party and their TDS and their Trump derangement. And I played one of those clips for you maybe a week ago. It was probably 2 weeks ago now, where the young gentleman said that he came to a realization. And the realization was that every time Trump says something, the Democrat Party comes out and says he's wrong or says what he said was terrible. Every time he does something, they do the exact same thing. It's just whatever Trump does, they come out to just speak out against it. And it's the same thing mainstream media does. And when that's all that you're doing, eventually you're going to wake some folks up because people are going to realize, hold on, wait a minute. Y'all treating this man like he's the devil himself. Everything he says, everything he does, you just poo-poo it or you make it seem like it's the end of the world. No, that is bogus because none of this stuff has actually happened. You told me that everything was the economy was gonna absolutely crash because of Trump's tariffs, and it didn't happen. You told us that we were gonna go into World War III, and there was gonna be bombs dropping from the sky over our heads, and it didn't happen. Everything. You told us that once Trump became president, he was going to round up everybody of color. He was going to round up black people. He was going to round up Mexicans and everybody. He was going to be rounding up all of us, anybody who wasn't a straight white man. He was going to round us all up. And it didn't happen. None of it happened. And people are waking up
Like
and
Hitler.
realizing that they're just lying.
Like Hitler.
They're fear-mongering you to vote for them. Instead of getting you to vote for them based on policy, based on how they're going to actually make your life better and improve the United States of America, they want you to vote for them based on fear. And they've always done it. You guys remember their campaign, vote or die. I'm going to die if I don't vote. This is going to be the end of democracy. Even though we live in a constitutional republic, end of democracy. Interesting. It's going to be the end of democracy, but y'all are already talking about midterm elections. I thought y'all said there weren't going to be any more elections. If there weren't going to be any more elections, then why are you talking about the next election?
Exactly.
You just can't make this stuff up, man. You really can't. It's just absolute nonsense. But I'm happy that they're doing it because it's waking more and more people up. Yes, does it radicalize a bunch of people on their side of the political aisle? Unfortunately, yes, it does. And that's going to get people hurt. But it also wakes up a huge segment of the population, as we've already seen, and I've displayed for you guys in other videos. And maybe I'll put some more of those clips in future videos to come. It's waking a lot of people up as well, and they're moving away from the Democrat Party because they're tired of the lies and the nonsense. But as always, y'all get in the comments and let me know your thoughts and your opinions. Make sure you guys hit that arrow button down below, click the link, share this video, or copy the link, share the video, send it via text, via email, post it on your Twitter, on your Instagram, or your Instagram story. I don't care. Post it everywhere so America can see the truth.
We're just reacting
Y'all
to
stay
you,
safe
Doc.
out
We
there.
got you.
Peace and love. I'm out.
Thanks for stopping in and spending time with us today, y'all. Hit that notification bell and give it a share because it does help the channel out.
Please and thank you.
See you guys in the next one.
Later, y'all.
Peace.
Bye.